Hey, hello, and welcome everyone. Valerie Walton here from ValerieWalton.com, coming to you live from the suburbs of Washington, D.C., hanging out on the lazy side of my office. This is where I just be lounging to do my work. I'll be like, okay. Anyway, I'm excited to talk to you today. Happy Monday, by the way. Excited to talk to you today about, what should you be doing to get started? How do you even choose what you should be doing in your business? Now, just a quick background with me being a business coach, a certified online business coach. Um, I've had people that I've worked with who are in looking to build multiple streams of income. So they may be working full time, building a little side hustle on the side of maybe a network marketing business, or maybe they are in some affiliate programs. I've had people who are building a business that is a brick and mortar, but looking to use social media marketing to help find more people that are local, things like that. And so today I want to focus on my primary target audience, which is network marketers and affiliate marketers, and kind of talk to you about what you should choose because there is so much. A lot of times you get into network marketing or affiliate marketing, and there's a lot of products that you can offer. You've got so many different solutions that you can offer people, and you might be trying to figure out, well, how do I even know what to do? So I do want to address that. But for those of you that are not in network marketing or affiliate marketing, and maybe you do say you create, right? You're a content creator, you're a course creator, you're a coach yourself, things like that. I do want to go over. So I actually have some notes today. And I'm going to give a shout out to my husband today because he gave me some great ideas to share with you guys today. And maybe one of these days I'll have him on as a guest to host with me. Don't know. We do our little couples videos together, but I don't know about the business stuff, child. I got to think about it, child. Anyway, um, there's two things that I want you to do. I want you to pick and pick again. Pick and pick again. Maybe that's what I should have called this. And what you'll want to do is sit down first and write a list. That list, this first list, is going to be a list pertaining to the things that you enjoy, the things that you've accomplished in life, the skills that you've built, the experiences that you've had. I want you to just sit down for a moment and write those things down because typically when you're first getting started in home business, you're trying to figure out, what do I build my home business about? What exactly should I have a business around? What should I offer people? So there's that, right? And I'm actually going to give an example in a minute because I typically give myself as an example sometimes, but I wanted to try this. I wanted to try something different. So as you're writing these things down, right, I want you to think about, what are the things on this list that you are proud of, that you enjoy, dare I say you're passionate about it, and it's also easy for you to talk about because sometimes you might not feel passionate about something per se, at least not in the beginning, but you've had so much experience doing it, or you've spent so much time learning it, that it looks easy when you do it. You could create a business around that. And as you're doing that, as you're showing more people how they too can make it easy for themselves, that you start to fall in love with it. Okay. So I want to get rid of this notion that you should build a business only if it makes you happy all the time and you're excited all the time. And like, that's not really how this works. Okay. So just letting you know. There will be times you're building your business and you don't feel like it, right? You get up in the morning, you're like, I don't really want to do this. And then you make yourself do it. There have been plenty of times I'm like, I don't want to do this live today. And then I get up, and once I hit the live button, boom, showtime. And it feels good to be able to be out here with you and share some things with you and show you how to do stuff. Okay, so that would be pretty cool. And then you're going to pick again, right? So you're going to make a second list. And this second list is going to be about who your target audience is. And I really just want you to start writing a list about things about yourself. And what this is going to do is to help you to craft a target audience that you can relate to. It is vital that you have a target audience that you can relate to. It makes no sense for you to try to offer things to people whom you cannot relate. You get what I'm saying? If you, and I've used this example of me all the time, if you want to sell weight loss products, right? If I wanted to sell weight loss products, again, I'm not, can y'all tell? I'm not like super duper. I need to get rid of a couple pounds because, child, I got on that scale. I was like, oh no. But anyway, there may be, you know, there may be people who can relate to me that fit in my, that I would want to have fit in my target audience. I am not going to set out to have a target audience of people that are looking to lose 70 to 100 pounds. I don't need to lose 70 to 100 pounds. If I do that, I'm dead, child. We're not doing that. So who can I relate to? And this is why if you start to write down that list of who you'd like your target audience to be and try to model it after your own self and what you go through in life or have been through, normally you'll be able to come up with a really good target audience. So I wanted to use my husband as an example. That's right. I got pajama pants on. I told y'all it's a lazy day today, but I'm here. I'm here though, showing up for you, showing up for the business, right? So in this first list, if we were to say, and I wanted to use a man as an example here. So if we were to say, you know, what are some things that you enjoy doing or something that's easy for you? Well, my husband is well versed in Forex. He's really good with that. Now, he's not one of those Forex people. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? The Forex people that be like, yeah, my name is Valerie Forex Walton. Yeah, you know, or I go into your inbox. Hey, how you doing? You look like a like-minded individual. Check out this link and give me your feedback. Link. Yeah, not like that. Okay. But he's been doing it for, I think, like 8 years or something like that. So he knows about it. And he's really good with it. So I wrote that down. All things tech, he's great with. He is a professional web designer. Okay. He does web design, digital marketing. That's his thing. So I wrote that down. He has experience with side hustles, right? Both of us are entrepreneurs. Like that is our love. So I put that down. He has a good understanding of attraction marketing when it comes to, you know, building your side hustle and all that kind of stuff. So that's on. He loves sports. That's something. He loves the outdoors. That's something. He loves fitness and staying healthy and well. That's something, right? Now, I'm not saying to go out here and now create a business around each one of these things. But what I'm saying is once you have it down on paper, this reminds you, wait a second, I've got options here. I have power, I have control, and I get to choose, right? Because I feel like sometimes people start a business out of desperation. There's a problem that arises in their lives. Maybe they lost a job, maybe the pandemic hit, like whatever. And now they're stressed out, scrambling to figure out what they're going to do next. And they just jump into something just because they think it can hopefully make them money. That's a short-term way of thinking. I want you to always remember that you are worthy of having the things that you want and having it for the long term. So why not start creating a business based on that, right? And you have plenty of value to share with the world. So let's talk about what those things are. Typically, you get good at something because you do it a lot. And typically you do it a lot because you find value in it yourself, which then builds up even more value in you. And so he's really good at all kinds of sports. He's good at basketball. Anything that you can throw at a target, he's good with that. Right. And also now he's doing all things golf, right? So it's fling golf, it's disc golf. Just yesterday we went and played foot golf together as a family. So that stuff is pretty cool. Um so he could create a business around that, create a channel around that, create content around that. And then when it comes to picking the target audience, if you start writing this list based on your own experience and what type of person you are and the values that you hold or experiences that you've had, what's going to happen is you're going to start creating a target audience that is unique to you. And that's actually something that you want, because if you're doing that, you're going to be able to be that one person in the marketplace that stands out, right? So, for example, let's say he went with fitness, right? He's even had a period in his life where he focused on bodybuilding and stuff like that, right? He could give tips on how to do that. Would he be the only person on earth to do that? No. But what makes him stand out? The audience he's talking to and how that audience relates to him, because he can also relate to them. Okay. So in his case, many of you know, we just got married this year. So he's a new husband, right? A newly wedded husband. And we didn't get married 20 years ago. We just got married this year, right? And so we didn't get married young. But is he the only person on earth that didn't get married young? Right? He's 38. I'm 41. So is it possible that perhaps he could find other new husbands out here as a target audience? Yes. New husbands at the age of around 40 and up. Yes. Right? Like, it's as simple as that for you to start thinking about what kind of audience you're going to create and start creating a list of things, right? Now that's just one of the many things about him. He's also a dad, right? He's got a kid, I've got two kids, right? So he could look for his target audience could be dads. His target audience could be single dads, because he was a single dad for a while. He could talk about men who want to be better providers. Now, this is a good audience, because whether that man that he's speaking to in his target audience is married or not, there are men out here who, whether it's for societal reasons, cultural reasons, whatever, believe that it is important to be someone who can provide. And so maybe this will tap into an audience of men who are like him, right? Husbands around the age of 40 who are looking to improve on how they provide to their families and take care of their wives and their children. But this could also cater to an audience of men who are on the younger side, or they are single, but they, one day would like to have a family. Right? Or this could be maybe dads who hadn't quite planned to be dads, but that's neither here nor there. They want to focus on being a good provider. Right? So there's all of these different options out here that he would be able to talk about that I never could. I'm not a man. I don't know. I don't know how to be a dad. I don't know how to be a husband, child. I don't know. So even if he did something like me, and he was an online business coach, right? If he was a certified online business coach just like me, that doesn't mean that we're catering to the same audience. So I don't want you to start getting this impression that just because you want to offer a certain niche, a certain product or service, that the market's oversaturated. That's simply not true. You can create a space within the market for yourself. You have to stay abundance minded. If you don't, your mind is going to mess with you. And that is going to be the sole reason why you don't have success. But you're going to believe it's based on everything but that. It always boils down to the mindset. Okay. So like he would be able to start an online he could be an online business coach. And although my audience is you know, I don't target women, but I do attract a lot of women into the business because, I'm a woman. But I typically, my target audience is people who are more like either red or blue personalities, right? People who want the freedom, people who are looking to build um, the stability and the freedom and the options in their life through entrepreneurship, and they just need the steps and the tips on how. In his case, if he were to follow this type of target audience, then he would be looking for, again, a great audience would be men who want to become better providers for their families, and they want to do it through entrepreneurship. So we would have two totally different audiences, but offering the same thing and both being able to be very successful. There is no lack. Okay. So you have that. Um, I mean, there's even more than that. Like I said, husbands or new husbands at 40 plus, men who love sports, love the outdoors. That is something he could easily relate to someone else about. Have conversations where it doesn't feel like pulling teeth and it doesn't feel awkward. It feels comfortable and it's actually fun and enjoyable to have conversations with people. Um, he could have an audience of men who love tech, or men with side hustles or looking to have a side hustle. Any one of these things. Now, why am I focusing on men with him? And I'm not necessarily doing that with myself. Well, let me tell you guys, fellas, this might sound a little unfair. Okay. But I got to say this to you. I'm not telling you you have to target other men, but it will probably be ideal, because I think that, and this is my, I'm taking my professional hat off for a second. I'm putting my personal opinion hat on just for a moment. Okay, so bear with me. But I have observed and also feel that you have to be, if you're going to have a target audience of both men and women, you have to be very careful in how you market towards women. Women have to be careful out here online, and you have to be willing and patient enough to create an atmosphere for a woman where she feels safe with you. So this means you can't treat your female audience the way you treat your male audience. And I know that might sound very sexist to say, but I promise you, I'm a feminist. I believe in equality. I believe in equality. So, but I'm saying that because we are taught as little girls, be very careful. You know what I mean? And so make sure that you don't come across as threatening or coming on too strong when you're on social media. Do not hop in their inbox. Hey, how you doing, beautiful lady? That's not the way to address somebody that you want to do business with, right? Or how's it going, sweetheart? Because that can come across either very condescending, or it can come across as very flirtatious. And if she didn't invite that kind of energy, she will probably ignore you or possibly block you, when all you want to do is just network. But that's not the way you came across to her. So just be careful with that if your target audience is going to be men and women. Okay, that's all I'm saying. Now, when it comes to men, it's a little bit different. When you're dealing with that, you can kind of show up in a different way, where it's um, you can build a faster connection, a stronger connection, a little easier, right? So, especially if you find that you are an introvert, again, you're probably going to want to stick with the things that you can easily relate to. So, again, in his case, it would be, what he lives, a dad, a single dad, men who want to be better providers, a new husband at 40, loves sports, loves the outdoors, loves to stay athletic, loves to stay fit, um, loves tech, and and has side hustle. So if that, he could pick any one of those to be his target audience, or he could do a blend. But these would be some starting ideas for him to be able to start going out there on Facebook and taking a look at, right? Doing a search to see if there are groups that contain his target audience. Okay. So when you are first starting off, this is definitely something that is very important for you to focus on, that most people do not focus on. And this is why, and I'm telling you to do this now before you ever even go out here on social media and start posting stuff and setting up your profile, all that. Because if you don't, you're going to make the mistake of a lot of other network marketers and home business owners and just businesses in general make on social media when they try to market. And that is, they try to market to everyone. They try to cater to everyone. And it was really cool. You guys, I binge watch YouTube videos. I'll find a channel that I like and I'll just start watching their videos like all day. Okay. So there's this one channel that I had watched for a while, and then I guess I kind of forgot about him. But then this weekend I found him again and I was like, "Ooh, child," and I started binging again. But it's the channel is Company Man. Have you ever watched him? I love that guy. And he can go through the whole history of a company in like maybe about 15 minutes or less. It's pretty cool. But I noticed there was this one company that he was talking about that started off successful, just rapid growth, and then declined just as fast. And he noticed that one of the problems that they had was the fact that they expanded too much and they were trying to cater to too many people at once. And that actually backfired for them, right? They went from having a very specific niche to wanting to expand it so that they get more customers, but they expanded it too much, right? They overcorrected, expanded it too much, and offered too much. And so now they're speaking to everybody. And you got to remember, trying to speak and market to everyone means you're speaking and marketing to no one, because you're going to confuse your audience. They're going to be overwhelmed and they're just going to leave and go somewhere else. So you don't want to make the same mistake as that company. And if you were curious to know what the company was, it was Crocs. Okay, so that was a video I was watching at like 1 a.m. last night. It was crazy. But but anyway, he does a lot of great videos. So, I mean, go check out the Company Man if you want to. He talks about all kinds of stuff. But I brought that up to say you want to make sure that you don't do that. And that's what a lot of businesses make the mistake of doing when they start trying to do social media marketing. They want to market to everybody. And I especially see it with network marketers. When I ask them, who is your target audience? They typically tell me, oh, anybody who blank, right? Anybody who wants to lose weight, anybody who wants to make money, anybody who wants to start a business. That is way too broad. And when you try to get out here to create content around that, you're going to overwhelm yourself. You're going to confuse your audience, whatever little audience you do grab their attention for, and then you're going to lose them just as fast as you got them. And so this is a surefire way for you to get yourself on the right foot and start building a strong and stable foundation for your business, so that no matter what happens around you in the world, in your community, in your country, in politics, whatever, no matter what happens, that you still have a strong foundation and you can continue to grow your audience, build your list, close sales, make money, and hit your goals. So if you love this, you already know what to do. You got to head on over to ValerieWalton.com and get on my newsletter, because there's a lot more cool and exclusive information that I share exclusively with the email list. So make sure that you go there and you get on that list. There are a lot of amazing things coming up, not only for the new year, but even before that, for the holiday season. And so you definitely want to make sure that you check that out. I'm excited. I want to go on a 90-day run with some folks. I want to sit down one-on-one and coach some folks that I know has what it takes. They just need that little bit of guidance, and bam, they're going to be able to break through. Right. So I'm excited to be able to do that in 2022. Very excited. All right. So thank you so much for hanging out with me. I cannot wait to see you back here again tomorrow. Same Profitpreneur time, same Profitpreneur channel, live at 5. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.